Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Carr now on first down. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Oh, he's got all day running. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have the short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Pick up a 3.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 19 carries, 83 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
And 7.
Throwing his car on third down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 41 yards.
First and 10.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
Josh
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second
He
down.
was brought down by Alex.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
26-yard line.
Completes it. He'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Carr now on first down. And it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
On the coverage.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First down Raiders. Carr to Waller.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
At the Broncos 9.
From the gun, it's Carr. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos offense set to go behind their quarterback in his second season now from Missouri, Charles. It's Drew Lock.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 22. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns you're going to call productive?
What do you want?
The guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoop full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
A 4-yard.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Down Broncos.
Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 at a Denver first down.
13 yards.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Third down.
Throwing his Lock on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up near the 42. And it's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Lock, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's good.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
10 at the
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense. No.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Under pressure, down he goes.
Derek Carr.
Sacked at the 10. Bradley Chubb. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And the 10-yard
7-7, our score after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go and show them we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Well, field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go with Jacobs, and he's not going to get in. They snap him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bronco defense comes up big.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Complete to Cortland
The
Sutton.
last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Lindsey on the carry.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Gun on 3rd down. Lock escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
8-yard pickup. First down.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First on the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. He owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Broncos first down.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the Raiders, 39.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon. Spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. You're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Clock now to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
It's a turnover.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That's good.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun. It's caught. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
30-yard line.
To throw again. Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They will run it again with Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning it, here's Hamlin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Out there to start their next drive, Phillip Lindsay and the Broncos. On 1st down, Locke. Flushed out right. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. points.
That's the end of the first half.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get things started down at Hard Rock Stadium, an AFC East matchup with the Jets visiting Miami. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. Jamison Crowder, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. 2 touchdown passes there for the venerable one, Drew Brees. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. 14-12, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 6.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
The Bronco ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
The tackle.
But if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
26.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's Jeudy, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, a famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
To kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they must start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-7. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or maybe you just throw that out there here?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Across the 43 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's got his favorite target now. It's complete. It's picked up by the Broncos. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of their people.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave it at fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Denver.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one with second down.
There's so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
First down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Arnett on the coverage.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. No 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now Locke again. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now they go straight. It's complete. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Complete.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him over, and that's how it comes through and picks him up.
The turnover.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again, it's Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Jackson on the coverage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing on target to Aguilar. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now Carr again. Looking left side. He's got a man. That's Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. This throw is going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Partner, what do you think? Might have been 4th down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, that's a good point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it.
4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Locke, eluding the pressure right. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Carl Nassib and the Raider D, they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophy, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final try now for Carr. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Second and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feel?
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Broncos 28.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Denver, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.